cost in the GP Cup.
The BGB Cup, yeah. I mean, fits the bill now.
Yeah, I played Lena, so I'm Laguna Lacoste, and we're ready to go.
Prepare
I'm so
for
hyped
battle.
about this Grimstroke pick. This hero, I don't think he hasn't been a single time. One of my favorite heroes. Just like the tool that this hero has, it's so good. Just the numbers are very low. It's just what it is. He received the buff in the previous patch. We have some extra damage coming out from that ink swell, and also 20 seconds less cooldown on level 1 ulti, 10 seconds less cooldown on level 2 ulti. The reason why they picked it is leash mechanic against Mango, against Piranha. Feels good in theory. I just want to see how good it's going to be. This hero, I don't know. It always brings a smile to my face. This hero, throughout the last 2 years, had a so low win rate that it's insane.
I was talking to Cinder and actually a couple hours ago,
30 seconds
about
to battle.
the moment when they released Grimstroke. Like, oh, Mars is coming. But right now is Grimstroke. Whoa! Everybody went onto their computers and how broken this hero was when it first came out. When Soulbind slowed as well.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous.
How
I think
great
we
Ink
started
Swell
with like 90. It was like 70, 80, 90 or something. And it was pretty ridiculous. Now it doesn't even slow. Now it doesn't do anything. You also need to put more points in Phantom. Like you can have that level 3 Phantom because level 2 also dies. You also want to max out the ink swell, and you also want to deal damage. So you want to get stroke. Like it's one of the coolest heroes that we have. That's how I feel about him. But it just feels that he's not just. There's so many better 4s, so many better 5s out there. But yeah, last pick Abba, big fan. I feel like it's a really good game for him. They're playing against the Templar Assassin.
The battle
going to be building Radiance, and also against the Primal Roar, against Electric Vortex. They do have a limited amount of stuns. They could burst him, however, later down the line with just one Phantom's Embrace, and Templar Assassin could kill him. She might build Silver Edge later on as well, so there's this combo that Abba does not like playing into. It's Break Mechanic into Silence. Even with a trap, it also gonna work out once you upgrade that to the shard.
This core Abaddon is something that bothers me in my bracket. I feel like I know how to deal with it when you're just getting run by Curse of Avernus and right-click down, you have no answers. Feels like it could be quite strong. You can already see Radiance is in the quick buy for Ulu. You know, look at all 3 lanes. One of the things I'm really concerned about, at least for Xtreme, is Paparazzi. I feel like his performance has been lackluster.
I was about to say the same word. It just feels that he's been playing the worst, I would say, out of all Xtreme Gaming. Might have been a couple of bad games. We don't know what's going on. But some of his performances, like especially the Queen of Pain one against LGD, even the second game, he looked relatively lost, I would say. But maybe on his signature Storm Spirit, he's going to be able to show what he's made of, that he still has it.
Yeah, you're not going up against White Album, say on the track that he really loves, or a couple of these other heroes that it feels like is White Album's go-to. Still in the Tiny, feels like he's pretty strong. If Paparazzi's not too careful, he might just drop.
That intentional? Last track was his go-to?
Yes, it definitely was. White Album, pretty there with the bottle, so is Paparazzi. I'm looking at both these heroes. You know, we've seen Storm love to rotate at level 6. See if maybe we see White Album do the same.
What Storm Spirit loves more? When people rotate to his lane, so he doesn't have to waste time. So we can expect to see rotations when he hits level 6, and he also loves his supports dying so they can refill his bottle.
Yeah, so let's see if KOTA goes out a little bit too far, or maybe we see DY just, oh, I died. Let me refill the bottle of my mid.
JT also sending board to top lane to make sure that there is going to be a rune secured. Maybe they could have played it differently. Board tries to deny the rune. Paparazzi steals the bottom one. But also a bit more, like some of these smallest plays that these professional e-gamers take is always nice to see.
I love Second Chakram. I love Serenity.
Take the wind from their sails.
Serenity. I love when you pro e-gamers.
Professional e-gamer athletes. Yeah, that's what they are.
Just getting longer. Professional e-gamer athlete. We need to keep extending that. Boo. Up here, top level 3. So he's got 2 in the Aphotic Shield and 1 of the Curse of Avernus. Red Panda, hey, I'm like watching KOTA trying to harass with Stroke of Fate. And it's just
not working out.
No, it's so costly at 100 mana. And Red Panda just gets to do way more with Scatter Blast for 80 bucks.
You also don't get the full value because you want to use Stroke of Fate on the creep wave to get extra damage. But Red Panda, he's playing on the side.
Live on Mr. Low.
And he's just sitting here, and now there's the cookie. This could be first blood. Swell may get killed afterwards. The axe is thrown. Red Panda will still fall to JT. Avernus Talon. Right clicks over onto the beast.
Was a bit too overzealous from Grimstroke. Try to play as aggressive, gets cookie in, and dies. Doesn't have any defense tool if he gets initiated on.
Not for you.
We'll refill the bottle. This is what we talked about.
Yeah, both of them come over and they're like, oh, refill the bottle. Might as well. Our mids are very
Red
desperate.
Panda, we're getting close. He wants to deny, but knows that if he commits, he might actually die here.
Vortex, like an ink swell or something like that, and Red Panda might. But Album's also coming over. He wants to play aggressive. His pop process is going to stand too far forward. Avalanche toss combo, especially at level 5, it is going to hurt.
Rare Heart Studio. It's line.
There's a couple teams in China that really like the Fart Studios unintelligible voice sound. G likes it as well. Also, we see a lot of BG.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Red Panda. Now getting completely zoned out here.
Denied.
Or doing the work.
Right now, Boar just pushing away. He's here a little bit early for that 6-minute. Pushed all the way.
All right, just camp here for 40 seconds. It's okay. Does have a steward. Let's see. Places it down, and he does. So trying to make a rotation before Storm Spirit gets level 6. Tiny doesn't really need that level 6.
Burberry shifted over by DUI, and that will chase away Red Panda. That works.
They are sending summons to Paparazzi's lane. First it's Board, now it's Centaur Conqueror. They are really playing around him.
Avalanche, toss, arrow, and the Centaur Conqueror gets the stun, but they've got the Star Storm from TK to get the kill on a Paparazzi. See, well, this is very unfair. You get a Centaur,
big combo,
and a Boar that Bankswell actually works. Misses the follow-up stun. Okay. I was gonna say, they get 2 heroes and you get Centaur Conqueror.
Where are you going?
That really is not fair. DY still has a leap charge. A bit low on mana, but also 2 stick charges, so he should be okay. Not too bad for Astro Aries. Like, we've seen that throughout the DPC, where they have first, like, 10, 15 minutes, mostly 10 minutes of the game. They look really good. Now, first rotation.
Washbuckle, disarm, DY, no impetus, so not exactly the easiest kill, but eventually they'll get there. And Red Panda going to be chased down as well with the help of Ghost, but with the TP from the Tiny, they don't want to commit. They're a little bit scared to go all the way through for Red Panda.
Paparazzi, he's low on mana. He does not have anything, just the clarity running. Another avalanche in a couple of seconds. They want to save Ghost.
Cookie lands, and with that, I think Ghost just dies here.
PK actually gets the kill with Arrow.
Really just overstayed their welcome and let Red Panda kind of come back into the fight. Now he's full health. UI is going to use an Nature's Tendon. Paparazzi, he's got a little bit of mana to work with, but I don't think they have the damage to take care of these heroes.
KOTA is like, keep them busy, guys. I'm getting some solo XP on the mid lane. It's all good. I need my levels on my Grimstroke.
Need that level 6. Make sure that KOTA, Paparazzi, KOTA level 4, but he's on 202. I don't really know what to expect from this group.
I want to see a value point in Phantom Embrace on level 5, and then you're gonna get a point in Soulbot.
Avalanche from Mage Arrow. The creeping swell, that'll pop. Get away. But I'm tossing paparazzi into the air, and they're going to continue to chase the tiny stroke of fate. KOTA, Starstorm, the damage from White Album. End up getting the kill onto the Grimstroke after he dies.
Big one.
And Rune picked up by TK and taken away from paparazzi, who has Nomad.
And if paparazzi picks that one up, he might be able to get the kill on PK. Region still running, goes back to full mana.
Panga getting run down here by a ghost.
You fought for many a noble cause.
Solo kill.
Why choose to die for a wicked one?
The sound I made.
Yikes.
Seriously.
Panga only level 5 there. 5-6 throws on a mid lane all the time. Paparazzi will dodge it.
Arrow was thrown over by TK. White Album. Now the infinite shots are coming over, but they've got the
Healing power.
looks to get kill the KOTA once more. Venom's Embrace Impetus. The damage with the Stroke of Fate. Almost enough to take out TK.
That level 1 Phantom Embrace is not really doing much. You can easily kill it. And my favorite thing to do as a Beastmaster or as a spectator when Beastmaster's in the game, stack some camps with the boar, use axes to kill them. It's very satisfying. Also, the sound is pretty nice. Beastmasters before, they did not go for boots most of the time at all. Maybe just the brown boots. You wanted to get that Helm of the Overlord creep as soon as possible. But we see Beastmasters going for different build, putting more. Oh, that's a big one.
Arrow,
Oh, no.
toss up.
I could
GG. Oh, these stacks are in a little bit of danger, and so KOTA. Down the obs, they look at this ginormous stack, and oh no.
Guys, please.
Yeah, I worked so hard on this. This is what I did with my boar all game, and now everybody is here
Dire's
from
middle
after
tower
Aries to
is
take
under
part.
attack.
Mortimer's
Grabbing
gonna
these
finish it
stacks.
off. Like, even Ulu comes here, wants to get some of that sweet dough. They actually stole everything. This is massive. This is gonna set Beastmaster back so much.
Yeah, JT is not going to be happy about that. And a level.
invisibility.
That is a very strong ABBA. Yet to take a point in the borrowed time, but he's still holding up. He's got 2,100 gold going into that secret relic, which will eventually be that radiant.
Bounty killing.
I want to see cameras from Xtreme Gaming to see how pissed they are about the stacks, especially, yeah, look at JT. He's not satisfied.
Not happy at all. Arrow with the toss.
It's the good
It's a
boy,
long
young.
duration arrow, which means he was to die. I feel like we're always looking for reactions on some of these cams, but it just makes me think back to when flying is just
Literally nothing.
every time.
Yeah. Same face. And they all got like 4 neutral items, maybe even all 5 from that one. Let's see what Tiny's holding. He's holding onto Arcane Ring for a broom handle drop. Abba's gonna pick that one up.
Die, mongrel.
Restrict it that Changxi's holding. Changxi not having that good of a time sitting at 0-2 at 0.
Huh. I guess maybe these nuts for movesportbet.io look right.
Over here
See
now.
if Xtreme can continue to find some success. Really stay that last stack is desperate. Nate picking the Aphotic Shield. Eventually, the Venom's Embrace does get killed by Ulu. That's supposed to be his life, right?
Radiant's bottom
Yes,
tower
his
is
dead wife.
under attack.
Death of his wife every time he throws the Embrace on something.
I want to see KOTA get a bit more farm priority. Yeah, I just want to see him get that Aghanim Scepter eventually after picking up the Shard. Because, like,
Radiant's
there's so
bottom
many good
tower
items
is
on
under
Brimstone
attack.
that you can buy. Like, you also want to have Lens, you want to have
Stupendous.
Force Tap. I think maybe rushing Ags here could be the big one. You're playing into Abba with Radiance, make a stronger illusion. That is magic immune. Yeah.
Next borrowed time, Inkswell keeping it close, and they've got the Primal Roar to follow that up, but the Motorverse kisses over to the side with Red Panda, the Soulbind, but paparazzi
Dire's
can't
middle tower
survive,
is under
even with
attack.
leash on these 2 heroes, and Ulu sitting low. Don't have the damage again, and
Dire's
paparazzi,
structures are fortified.
something we've seen a couple times where he
Dire's
has
middle
a
tower
decent
is
early
under
game,
attack.
but the mid game ends him dying too many times.
Those deaths and storms are going to cost him for sure. He's only level 8 at the moment. Mirana is about to be level 8.
Having a game involved in 6 of the 7 kills so far.
Let's have that Blink Dagger available.
And he's going into the Guardian Greaves on the Mirana. We've seen this with a lot of
Dire's bottom
Mirana
tower
teams.
is under attack.
I like that. I don't think Mirana... Like, sure,
Radiant's
some of the
middle
players
tower
are
is under
greedy, so
attack.
they go for Aghanim Scepter, or Yule Scepter if you're playing into Ursa, and then you have an arrow set up as well. But if your offlaner does not want to buy Guardian Greaves, if he wants to look for different items, but like right now, Pango, like sure he is a good Greaves buyer, but I'm not a big fan of this
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
casual Ring of Hell. That it looks like he's gonna turn it into Vanguard. It's way too late for it, but he's gonna commit.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
I like the days of mid-Pango Diffusal Blank.
Same. I don't think offlane Pango is even close to mid Pango in terms of itemization. You're just not utilizing the hero correctly. Like you're getting, it's same when there was a time when the heroes have been played as position 4,
Dire's top
where you
tower
like
is under
only
attack.
have 2 spells. Like you don't get the rest. You don't get the value out of it.
Radiant's
Now,
middle tower
it's time
is
to
under attack.
try to take out this tier 1 tower bottom. Shanxi with Orb of Corrosion, Vanguard. He's very tanky though. Pretty difficult to take down. So it seems
Radiant's
like it's just
bottom
gonna be
tower
trade
is under attack.
JP on the top lane.
Radiant structures
Bit of a delayed
are
timing
fortified.
on that helm. This is 15
Dire's
minutes
top
we're talking
tower
about.
is under attack.
Usually you see Helm of the Overlord, not just Helm of the Dom.
Yeah, it has been a long road for him to get there. He made some stacks for himself over in the triangle. Eventually, he put some of those
Radiant's
up.
bottom
Ghost
tower
is going to go
is
for
under
the
attack.
ancient
Radiant's
stacks
bottom
while
tower
he wants
has
to
fallen.
finish off this
Dire's
Deso.
top tower
The
is under
Dragonlance
attack.
already. Deso is next, and then
Dire's top tower
11
has
cam
fallen.
stack, and they
how many
took
did they
like
take?
10 or 11, I would say. Most that stack for himself in the triangle now. Yeah, that was
Amazing what
massive.
you
That set
found
them back
laying
so
on.
much.
Yeah. And that's one of the things we've kind of been seeing is like the
Radiant's
theme to
middle
Xtreme
tower
Gaming's
is under attack.
play. Paparazzi
Thank you.
kind of has like fall off, and it's all reliant on Ghost to make something happen.
Radiant are scanning.
Top lane, JT's in the trees. They've got a chance to see one of the Moonlight Shadow with the rest of the team coming over. White Arm's got that blink, so Blink, Avalanche, Mortimer's Kisses avoids the arrow, but the Rolling Thunder follow-up. JT's gonna be dead again.
Look out for fallen rocks!
Storm going in. Missed the combo. But Inkswell, they try to make a play on Abba. Not the easiest skill to get. Ulu, so close to Radiance. Just the 400 gold away. Once he picks up that Radiance, I feel like they should group up. Maybe have back on Mirana. White Album, he's chasing. Arcane Rune is available. You see Arcane Rune tiny, you run back. You don't want to take that fight unless you can burst him from 100 to 0, and I don't think you can, especially with Abba being close by.
So it seems like Kaka's kind of listening. Eggs. The Q.
He understands that this is his best build, what he can get in terms of damage, and it's like Xtreme Gaming, they will maybe look for a Roche fight. I would prefer if they smoke, get 1 kill, because with this Radiance being online, Aster Aries will take that fight. A bit low on mana on Eva, however.
Stacked. Going. In him. That queued up. Radiant. Just farming. Farming pretty quickly, but that just feels like Ghost is having a great time in terms of his CS. He's already at 156. He's got himself top of the net worth by a significant margin as well. And if he can get into the BKB pretty quickly, he's going to feel very comfortable in these fights.
I don't know if they want to take Roche fight. You're playing into this overwhelming magical damage. You're also going to get stunned by Pango. Pango against Emperor Assassin can be very tricky matchup for Pango. You roll in, you get bursted by Temper Assassin with Deso, you get stunned with the Prime Roar. Sure, you have Abba behind you, so he can use the Photic Shield. But then again, like I've seen it time and time again, you get bursted. So this Vanguard is gonna come in handy. You gotta reduce some of that damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See how much it'll do, because it definitely hasn't been the fastest start for Shanxi, right? Like, now he's ahead of White Album, which is a little bit of a surprise based on how his lane went. Vanguard Blink. Next is going to be the Heaven's Halberd. I don't know if that's all going to be enough, Kaka.
Is under attack.
Well,
was worth it.
Radiant's first. Counter. Let the fun begin. Beats Rock.
Dire's
Bring it
top
pop.
tower
He
is under
actually gets
attack.
bounced away from the arrow. Not going to banner. Even popping the illusion room, but he won't survive.
Come on,
Onslaught
Spice.
coming in for Master Aries.
Rest of the team is doing Roche. 3 points in inner beast. Seems like they don't know that this is happening.
Tribute to my
But is Showdown worth it though at the end of the day? You just get the stages. Where does that
Radiant's
really
middle tower is
rely
under
on?
attack.
I don't mind it too much.
Radiant structures
You also
are
have Temper
fortified.
Assassin with Deso, so you take it like relatively quickly, and also don't want your Roche to be stolen. If they got another kill, after Aries could potentially gone inside the Roche pit and taken
Radiant's
themselves.
middle tower has fallen.
They are starting to look like
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Master Aries, and that's a scary thought when you're.
Going back to Falcon Blade on his Abba.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Just a
attack.
casual raid. It looks so funny. As a carry queuing up raid band, 20 minutes into the game and then going for Manta style.
I wonder if you.
Midst of the raid band.
Yeah,
Midst
yeah.
of that 500 gold item.
Oh, I mean, it slows down the Yasha commitment. Bought the plate. All right, so he's not too sure just yet. Avalanche in, toss up, Mortimer's kisses, and trying to heal him up. And now they've got the soul bind, but what do they have to go with it? Nothing. Look, another soul bind that just kind of thrown for the stake of it. They do have the shard picked up by Kaka, so he's got the upgraded Inkswell. A strong dispel, but still, I just haven't really felt the impact from this hero at all yet.
He needs to play with Storm Spirit, and they also need to play away from Abba, because he's just way too difficult to kill. Maybe try to get a kill on support, try to kill Tiny.
Avalanche, they found another one. JT on the run. Primal Roar with the fours. They'll go to the Rolling Thunder. JT trying to juke it out. Got a Blink Dagger to come right on top of JT again. And it's just pickoff after pickoff for Master Aries.
Still keeping things even. Temper Assassin farming a lot, but the rest of the team, like, they are getting their timings delayed by so much. This is post 20-minute mark, Helm of the Overlord. Abba doesn't care too much about it. Tiny could also, like, if they focus him down with this Echo Saber 3 grab, a couple of hits from Abba,
Radiant's top tower
he's gonna
is
drop.
under attack.
Could be a raid thing. Skeletons open. Just JT.
Radiant's top
Dark
tower
Soul
is
Summoner.
under attack.
I said Kaka needs to get more farm. I'll hold on. They got Piranha. They need to go for these sports. I said that they need to get these easy pickoffs. Can't really try to kill Abba. Pango even might be too difficult to get because he's super tanky. Does have Dragon Scale as well and Shard. Yeah, so you need to stun lock him. You need to silence him with Phantom's Embrace. Have to go back to Kaka.
Bounty.
I wanted to see him put more points in Stroke of Fate. He did max it out. Didn't even pick up level 10 talent, which is really good, especially with the Shard.
Radiant's
-5
middle
seconds
tower is under
on
attack.
Xwell. But wants to get more farm. I want to see him like just farm. Give him one lane. I think JT might need to sacrifice a bit of his farm. Kaka can get that Aghanim Scepter upgrade.
How do you feel about what Ghost is doing? He's had BKB queued up for a
Dire's
while.
top tower is
And
under
when he got
attack.
the Aegis, he instead bought out on Blink Dagger, and then he bought out on Shard, so he's delaying this BKB, but I mean, they haven't really fought with Ghost, so it's kind of working out where he's not dying and he's pushed back this item.
I like it. Most of the time, carriers do this. When they are holding on to Aegis, they swap for item build. You don't want to have a BKB.
It's so unfortunate. You're not even like thinking that arrow is going to hit you, but Kaka dodges it, and then it goes to the back and hits you instead. Thunder, Moonlight Shadow, and that's stopped by Shanxi. Roll there. That Shard, they've got a silence. It's a way to stop kisses for sure. Throw a trap, get a quick silence out there.
Temper Assassins picked it up for themselves. One of the few carries that buy early Shard.
Yeah, I don't want
Dire's
to wait for
top
that
tower
Roche.
is
Get
under
it.
attack. Dire's
It's just too
structures
good.
are
I
fortified.
think it's one of the best shards in the game. top tier 2.
Dire's top tower
Down
has
with
fallen.
contest. To push with this, some of the Overlord Creep, Black Dragon. And 12 seconds on the Aegis is will stay quiet. He's got the Mithril Hammer on that BKB, and they are just allowing Go to do whatever he wants in terms of farm. I'm surprised with how much White Album was able to accomplish in this game, where he's 5-1-5. He's sitting below the Penguin net worth and not too far ahead of JT and out behind him. Like, you think about the contrast of their game, JT's 1-3 and White Album 5-1, 10 of 12. Like,
These were early kills, and also it's Pango. Crash, buckle. Everybody experienced it in their own pubs. You try to get some farm. He's right in front of you, especially now with the Blink Dagger. You know that he's going to go for that. But usually you don't have like 3 ways to farm. At least one is pushed out. Oh, he does not get the priority. We've seen even yesterday with Tiny, when Asher was playing, that KOTA was getting the farm.
Radiant are
XWY,
scanning.
you're on the receiving side, get too much of that farm. I think at one point, KOTA might have had more farm than XWY.
I thought you were going to say it won't. Because he would walk to a creep wave and steal every last hit from XWY. Might catch JT again. Kaka's also in the vicinity. Thunder, Blink, Kaka caught. Murmur's Kisses. A little bit too far to get JT, but they get the kill of the Kaka, and with the Blink Thunder now, Kisses follow up.
I don't know what the plan is. Xtreme Gaming, they look so disconnected. Storm Spirit's on the mid lane. Maybe they thought he will pop Haste Rune to join them. But as soon as you lose one hero, like, this fight looks very over. Ghost also has been on the different side of the map. And it looks really good for Aries. Looking at the itemization, they are going to build it to multiple Heaven's Halberds. Orana's going for one.
Radiant's top
Lucky Shot
tower
is
under
there.
attack.
Pango's also thinking for going one, but wants to get Blink. It's now to protect against the Beastmaster's Roar.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I don't really know if you need the Lincolns, right? You've got
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
ways to protect
Dire's
against this,
structures
I
are
would say.
fortified.
Ball Lightning all the way from behind. Paparazzi not going to be able to catch Red Panda in the spot where he's been saved multiple times.
Dire's bottom tower has
However,
fallen.
we get that tier 1 tower. Dang, see Black Dragon.
He's trying his best. We'll eventually take it down. The commitment, easy 250.
Well worth it. Did lose his courier, which had the ulti orb on it. And a 5-man smoke from Xtreme.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe
Their
sensing
team
that
fight
push
is
soon.
not as good compared to what they have on Aster Aries. Mortimer's Kisses on cooldown for 20 seconds. Maybe they want to use this timing. Abba's ulti has not been even proc this game.
Well, TK. Quick way to get killed. They'll look over at Ulu, but they've got the toss up into the air and a Kaka avalanche. Fully the support as BKB gets popped by Ghost. The right click damage is going to be enough. Not yet. They've got the cookie. They've got Ghost in trouble with the BKB.
Oh, Pango's fine.
He went pretty far on that toss. They get the kill on a DUI, so it ends up being a 1 and a 5-man smoke from Xtreme. They just don't have the damage.
They need to split the map. I don't think they can start 5 versus 5 against Aster Aries lineup. They need to be able to get a pick off with this Storm Spirit. Grimstroke, they can play together. Templar Assassin maybe joins. They burst one target, but they also need Aghanim on Grimstroke. I think that's too good of an item, and I want to see Kaka just get 2 minutes in the lane to be able to farm it.
He's not too far away.
Radiant's middle
1,200
tower
gold
has
out,
fallen.
so in that amount of farm, yes, it's bringing JT a BKB, but if they were to swap, who got priority a little bit. Like Shadow, go, oh, Soulbind forced that back with the Mortimer's Kisses from a distance. Paparazzi's in, has the Vortex on a Shanxi.
Down so close.
They have any vision here.
50 HP from Templar Assassin. If she has a different item other than Pupil's Gift, she dies there. That's 300 HP coming out from Pupil's Gift.
going into the MKB. Thought about going for Daedalus, but switched to MKB. We'll see if Ghost sticks to that. Roche up in 40 seconds, and I kind of want to say Xtreme need this. If Master Aries get it, I don't know if Xtreme have the damage to deal with, say, Ulu twice.
Xtreme can eventually achieve much. Yes, they got like a pick off or two. They got this tier 2 tower a long time ago, but ever since then, it's been Master Aries.
Radiant are scanning.
AC is going to be done on Abba, and he also does have level 3 ulti down to 40 seconds. Red Panda has been holding on to Gem for a very long time, so they see traps. They also see Templar Assassin with Meld. Pretty good pickup.
Crap spree over there, just 25, 25. This is Gem paying for itself.
I remember when Trap was 1 gold. You had to buy sentries to get 1 gold.
Such awful value.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Back in the days of what? Right?
Yep.
Really just need a content piece with you, just going, I remember.
I mean, I've been there since the beginning, but I don't remember a lot of these stuff. There's some stuff that I remember, but it has changed so much that I'm also getting old, so my memory is not the greatest.
There's stuff I remember, there's stuff I don't remember.
Dire's bottom tower is
Now
under
Uru's
attack.
2k ahead of this TA. Wow. Right.
Such a satisfying sound.
Yeah. Right.
Invisibility.
Kind of weird. Horse is riding the Abaddon now. I don't know what's going on in that.
Aghanim Scepter completed on Grimstroke.
Here we go. Here's where the money's going to be made here for KOTA.
Thing is, you don't have Ether Lance. You don't have
There
like
you go.
Dire's
any
bottom
casting
tower is
range
under
item,
attack.
no neutral items as well. So if you go over Soulbind and his Dark Portrait, like, you are very, like, you need to stay far away from the fight, but you also need to get close.
Now. So you're gonna what? Soulbind, Dark Portrait, hoping you get Ulu on that, right?
He might just get it. Use Dark Portrait. I don't think you need to get another illusion from Soulbind.
Ulu running in, and he'll use that Dark Portrait. So now that Abaddon running around and just right-clicking away onto the Red Panda Snapfire. Look at the damage he's taking just from the Dark Portrait. Avalanche tossed back, arrow flying through. BKB very, very, very early from Ghost. Falling in, BKB from Paparazzi to get a hit from Red Panda. Those over to borrow time. Falling back the other way. Fly back on the Snapfire.
White Album caught him.
Uh-oh, White Album, Avalanche tossing to Paparazzi with no BKB. DY just TPing out. He's been popped by White Album. Ooh. Now on the main line.
Another Dark Portrait is available. Problem is, White Album had that Arcane Rune. He popped the BKB with it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're gonna take this fight anymore.
Committing to Roche though on Master Aries.
Ghost, no BKB, as you said. Gotta be
Dire's
careful.
bottom tower is
Such an
under
early
attack.
BKB. And he was
Dire's
so far
structures
behind.
are fortified.
There they go. They're into Roche. Make it. And they'll have the boardwalk in. They'll smoke up. Axe is cooking. Oh, DY got the kill, but they'll snatch Aegis on Ulu. Primal Roar is out.
Oh no, he pushed him out.
And now they look over as this Tango's gonna die. Shanks and Red Panda both gone. Red Panda bought back in the previous fight. Those Nature's attendants can't attend to the wounds there on DY, so he's dead. He's got a killing spree. They find KOTA. And will take out this Grimstroke. Gonna grab that shard? No.
No, I think they got everything.
Yeah, but I got the Aegis in the shard.
A bit of an, again, awkward fight from Xtreme Gaming. They use Soulbind, they use Primal Roar, like they get the value back from Soulbind combo, and like he splits them out. Like, he's gonna push out Abba out of the pit.
Conceal yourselves.
Still, this illusion deals a ton of damage. It's just if it gets focused down by Abba and Tiny, he dies immediately because illusion does 150% of damage and receives 350. It's magic immune. So right clicks from Abba, Tiny can easily kill it. But I think that's what they need to do.
Yeah, you can see that when it runs down someone like Red
Dire's
Panda,
courier
he
has
just
been
has
killed.
to kind of deal.
Grimstroke, Devo's damage done on Xtreme Gaming. Well, almost most damage in the game.
Yeah.
In the second one, Tiny on top, kind of as expected. The White Album has been
Radiant's
very
bottom
involved, as you
tower
said.
is under attack.
17 out of 19 kills.
KB finished for RSS. Stroke being
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
boosted. He's
Dire's
got 6
middle
charges
tower
off.
is
That's
under
so
attack.
MKB coming out like, where's his dad? He's gonna try and
Radiant's bottom tower
get
is
tier 2
under
in
attack.
the middle, and while they go
Radiant
3 bomb, they are taking it
structures
very
are
quickly.
fortified.
Whoa. Urge to TP back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I really think
Dire's
Dave
middle
is
tower has fallen.
very
Definitely looks like it. After with the Blink Dagger, he can jump the back
Dire's
lines,
middle
find
tower
these
is under
supports.
attack.
If you manage to get to the top of the there's only like one defensive ability, and that's Force Trap from Enchantress. To put him out of the trouble, he's also holding Aegis for another 2.5 minutes.
Touche!
Rati going into Ag next.
8 runs picked up for
Zip!
That's gonna help out. I think that this
Dire's top
most of the
tower
time
is under
he
attack.
gets in and gets blown up by Tiny.
what does Ghost want?
Yeah, I could see
Hurricane
them.
Pike?
I could see Hurricane Pike before Swift Blink. Now with that MKB, it's gonna help out actually dealing damage. They're playing into Radiance. Will eventually play into Heaven's Halberds. You have had to do queued up. Shang-Chi switching design a build multiple times. Whoa! Whoa!
Let the
Whoa.
Storm Force double
It's
damage!
the Rolling Thunder, Indiana Jones running away from the rock. Trying to make sure he doesn't get bumped up in the air. Paparazzi with that double damage. That axe, he's very close. Like you said, he's building it, but only 1,200.
Trying to delay as much as possible. They notice how much damage Astro Aries does when they start hitting the tower. So they lose one hero.
Dire's
This
bottom
Aegis
tower
didn't
is under
really
attack.
slow them down as much on Extreme. Sure, they want to be able to pick it up, and now they see Abba need to fall back. No way they kill this guy.
Back.
Heal us.
Seconds. Vortex, which is obviously what he's trying to upgrade there with the Ag. Work out. I don't know if that control, like they still need to output the damage. They have to have Ghost feel confident in stepping up into a situation where he gets a good vortex, right?
I mean, you have double Primal Roar potentially with Goldmine, and then full Vortex with Aghanim Scepter, so you can keep them in place for a very long time. Sometimes the Ghost can actually jump in and deal the damage. We didn't talk too much about Tiny, but White Album, he picked up Moon Shard.
The towers in the
It's not just Moon Shard, it's Moon Shard Shard. So that's the build. It was the old school build as carry Tiny and
and he beat her boosted paparazzi was gonna win, and he
That's right.
to do whatever he wants, but they got the front foot. See what the Ghost is right on top of him, and Ghost divine return though, so it's not all bad for Xtreme Gaming. He's on the high ground and will
this dark board so much. Jump BK off in the fight. Does see the damage done. 410. Just it. Count. I don't think he held 600 damage. This is being counted. He's got them really good right there. Inks will plus stroke of it. It's not adding up.
Come Come on,
The
Sprite.
Abaddon
Dire's
is
structures are
761.
fortified.
So, yeah. Is Abaddon just getting padded stats because there's another Abaddon hitting?
Could be stealing his stealing his damage.
Dire's middle tower has
Tier
fallen.
3 mid, that goes down. They'll go for the set of racks. Don't take it as
Dire's
quickly as a blink of an eye of
structures are
After
fortified.
Aries when they've got the tiny wailing into it. Ghost feeling vulnerable with that Basher pickup from the Abaddon. Even with that BKB, he tried to stand his ground, and all of a sudden, bash, and duration's pretty
Needs to have a Hurricane Pike or needs to be saved by DY. He does have one available. DY is sitting on a lot of gold. 3,000 gold, thinking about getting Pike, or if he'd be able to deal damage. I assume eventually you just like switch that up and get that Hurricane Pike. Never mind, going defensive. I've seen way too many enchantresses in the Chinese region being greedy. Also want to carry the game.
But it pays off. It really does. Rolling Thunder, blink, oh, JT, BKB, turning around. He's got Inkswell.
Out of my
Definitely
way.
love to roar him there. Like this here coming in very handy for Shanxi.
Precious bounty.
Got the Spell Prism there. Abaddon's got the Spell Prism himself.
Let's lower the cooldown burrow time with that level 20 talent down to 28 seconds. I assume you can have it two times. All you need is one Force Staff to push you out of the trouble. One Glimmer Cape.
I wouldn't mind KOTA having it. Spell Prism. As
Radiant
got
are
Ninja Gear at the
scanning.
moment, which giving him the extra movement speed.
Wait up.
Half minute. Good on illusion action. Let's get a farm for him
Dire are
too.
scanning.
Sure.
Shadows take us.
That's how you do it. 3,000 gold now in Kaka.
That.
Soulbind down to 50 seconds. Maybe if the fight is long enough, you're gonna be able to.
Illusion.
As for Aries, with the
Paparazzi.
smoke,
Gonna be
I'm over here.
behind, and he'll pop the
Touche.
BKB. Now he needs to run. This is where he used for that. They had the Moonlight Shadow get there too. So he'll survive.
needs to be careful. Rest of the team is there. Basher on Pango, but no Spot Buckle available. Also, Pango's holding on to Witchbane. This is a really good item against Storm Spirit. Like, anyone who has big mana works really nice. And also, you have a Dispel mechanic, so you could remove Inkswell from the enemies.
Dire's bottom tower is
He
under
has
attack.
Divine Rapier queued up. Yeah, definitely not going for that one, Chief.
Run off.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Could.
Nature attend
Always
us.
good. DUI, Nature's Attendance. We're staffing back. There's the Dark Portrait.
Where are you going?
Yeah. Swell on the Dark Portrait, and now he's just gonna right-click
Dire's
away onto
bottom tower
Ubu.
is under attack.
Got silenced.
Avalanche there. Forgets that it's spelled. Soulbind. We're in bit of shots. Meanwhile, there's an ancient Black Dragon taking the bottom tier 3, so just keep him
Dire's
here while we
bottom
take your
tower
base.
is under attack.
There goes the
Dire's
tower.
bottom tower has
They're
fallen.
gonna go in with the Rolling Thunder, go into the BKB with the right clicks coming through. They've got the toss up into the air and a paparazzi. They both
Dire's
fall
bottom
off.
barracks are
They
under
both have
Dire's
buyback.
bottom tower.
DUI looking like he's gonna be next, and he'll fall.
Radiant's
All
top
three
tower
heroes
is
have
under
buyback, but
attack.
guys, your base.
Are they
It's
keeping out?
going down. DK tries to TP. Now he's trying to leap away. Silenced by the trap. The right click's coming in. The Deso damage is through, and
The
TK's gonna
only
fall.
mystery is
KOTA
how
died
you last
again, though, to
so
White
long.
Album.
They
And
can't bash
JT can't get bashed, so he's just gonna TP out.
Those miss chances. Asian, 20% from Trickster, so I feel like they missed 4 attacks.
100%.
I don't think this is worth it for Xtreme Gaming because Paparazzi died. They used 2 buybacks and 2 supports. We'll see if they manage to take this Roche without being
Where are you
contested. And
going?
it seems like it's not going to be a thing.
gobble up spit out. You don't think that's worth taking the bottom set of racks?
Just one set of racks for 2 supports. Like, the game could potentially end if you don't. If 2 supports die, you're playing 3 versus 5, and now this opened up the road for As for Aries.
Anybody risking? Anybody willing?
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Refresher, cheese, Banksy. Get out of the trouble.
You had to bring that last right click to me. Flash damage coming in.
White Album with Moonshard and his shard plus Daedalus. Like, you lose a fight, you lose a game against this one. AC on Abba, you have so much attack speed. Abba also wants to get level 25, just bought a book for himself.
TA is already 7 more refraction in. Not good 20 yet.
Let us run to our fate.
Take the plus
Shadows
1,000
take us.
cast range on Stroke of Fate.
He does have, you know, this time around, like a lens, and also DY has been holding telescopes. So extra cast
Whoa.
range gotta come in very handy.
Paparazzi goes south, pops BKB, and now Kaka's in triple air disc. It's going to be used, and they get the kill on a Shang C, but they've got Kaka trying to run. It's Dark Torture, Motorverse Kisses, there comes Kaka, Soul Tridana, right clicks in, ooh. He's happy to run forward, he's got an Aegis.
The blink
Dark
out.
Portrait, other heroes, and eventually die.
It died so quickly. If there's no mischance, they right-click it down a few times, dies almost instantly.
Dire's
Abba
top
manages
tower
to
is
blink out,
under
and we
attack.
see the power of this borrowed time. 28-second cooldown
Prize is mine.
with Spell Prism, going into Overwhelming Blink next.
You're gonna get Axe is gonna have that psionic projection. I was thinking because they're doing like this rat maneuvers. I was thinking about maybe, you know, you throw trap top, psionic projection, project back.
I don't know if they want to play this type of a game. Like, sure, they want to get like the most out of it, to try to split out as much as you can.
Radiant
But
are
then again,
scanning.
you will need to take fight eventually.
Five, 2 toss chart. Juggles some throws and -1 of the Curse of Avernus attacks required. Very strong. Especially with how fast, like Abaddon with farm, his attack speed's so crazy. It is very quick.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, you also need, now with that level 25 talent, -1 attack required to slow people down.
He's going Overwhelming Blink, so if he just blinks in, I don't know how you deal with him. He's got, especially this Aegis. Titanic for White Album. Ludden, we talked about him not getting the farm priority.
I've been wanting this.
He is 3rd of the net worth. Oops. Lightning back in 4.
Where's the body?
Love to have him at level 25. Pretty even keep.
Dire's middle
Some
barracks
praise.
are under attack.
Trap for the silence.
Radiant
Gobble up, spit out, blink,
structures
way to
are
avoid that. But now, get out, going to toss. Zip very far. So fine on the both him as well as Ulu. Back there on a pop rock. He needs to be careful
under attack.
blocking away. They his arms goes. They'll
Radiant's
take the bottom tier
tower
3.
has fallen.
They need to do the same thing. Vango supposed to TP out and
Radiant's
try to
bottom
defend barracks.
has fallen.
Yeah, and he's gonna go forward with this and try and get back for a ball left. Top of the bar of time on the court. drive down the silence. It's not gonna land. He doesn't have 5 exactly. He did for 100 seconds. KOTA falls. Both supports with that 5x to the side of the
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
From goes in on these heroes. Gobble up spin. TK thrown into the base and silence up thanks to the trap, but they got the stun on the ghost. Paparazzi 3-man vortex with the damage coming in. TK's gonna drop. There goes Red Panda, and Uwu's Aegis will finally be used. They're right on him as they will get the silence. The first hit bash from Uwu, but it doesn't look like it's gonna keep him alive.
Pressure or
Borrowed time, blink away, trying to get out. Will they chase him?
JP
Looked like he was gonna get out,
Visibility.
but he's able to just blink away there.
JP playing his own type of a game. He forces Shanxi to TP back, and then he buys back. So the fight is 4 versus 5 pretty much. And again, like these, this damage from Ghost is 10,000 damage done from the previous fight.
Silence, Primal Roar, but the Rolling Thunder with the EKB pop-up and
cooldown.
Oh no. 100 seconds without Ghost, and you've got these supports back in a second.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Be enough. Buyback be available on the 2 carries in the moment.
It was also a very aggressive move from Aries. They gobble up and spit out Tiny so deep in.
Looking for me?
Sure, he does have Satanic, 4,000 HP on him. But still, if he's underneath the tier 4 towers, if he's getting hit by Temper
Radiant's bottom
Assassin,
barracks are under
not gonna
attack.
have that good of a time. Look at this graph. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, 3K lead for Aster Aries. Really ahead. Really not. Vortex out of 2. TK dies. There's a portrait running at these heroes.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
He
under
really likes that.
attack.
I bomb Hawk,
There you
dropping
go.
down onto Uwu. Yeah, that felt like right clicks the impetus. DY just takes out your carry. That would feel really bad. The blink with the BKB, the Primal Roar on the White Album.
Come get here.
Shanxi comes in with the Rolling Thunder, and Kaka's gonna get hit by that. The Mortimer's Kiss is right on top of him. He's got the Aeon Disc. He's level 25. He ended up taking the +3 hits to Phantom's Embrace. That will make it 12.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
And no one's
attack.
gonna die.
After all that, nobody dies, but they will have
Fun begins.
TA in a second, so not forced to use buyback. Well, then run. Other than that,
Assassin is going for that silver. It's something that we
Precious
did mention
bounty.
at the start of the game. Can't silence him with either trap, with Phantom's Brace, break him, and then insta-kill him. So his ulti will not activate.
can't borrow time if it's not available. Like, it's that second side, so Vern is slow, strength on that first tower. 7. JT level 24, so he's about to hit that 25 mark. Taking a look at what he might take. It's the Primal Roar cooldown or the -5 seconds of the Wild Axes. Is there ever a point where we see him finally get the swap?
Not really. Always a better item to purchase on Beatmaster. Even though it did get buffed in the pre-patch, it still doesn't feel like it's
The
good enough.
prize is mine.
Man, smoke from Master Aries.
Top lane. Being pushed out one more time by a Black Dragon, a couple of wars. White Album needs to defend it. 50 minutes. Some 6 slotted heroes. Hulu. Finally, he is swapping things around. Radiance is turned off. They are smoked, but he can also keep that off until Dark Portrait is used, then pop it.
Keep it off at all times. Well, not all times.
If you keep it off the old times, why did you even buy Radiance?
I was quick to say the sentence. I meant he'll turn it back on. They're going for the Silver Edge on Ghost, so want that break. Okay,
Radiant
buyback's
are
starting to come up with
scanning.
everybody.
Dire are
Already, but
scanning.
TK and JT have it. Have 2 letters.
Who spoiled that shot?
Not the dash, but TK ripped apart. Mortimer's Kisses, and JT surviving, but Uru blinking in. Dark Portrait comes through. The right clicks, he's having a using his time and attention on the Dark Portrait. They'll look for it. White gets the kill. Paparazzi's got that. The Vortex on a 2. Down goes Red Panda. And all of a sudden, is alone. And he is just going to straight up die to all of Xtreme Gaming.
Paparazzi has stepped up in the last 15 minutes of the game. His vortexes and going for the target in the fight has been pretty amazing. He takes out Mirana immediately, but it's 4 versus 5 against another vortex. Like some of these vortex did catch even 3 heroes, and now it looks very difficult to pop those buybacks immediately. They need to buy back on as well.
Yeah, they really want buyback from Abaddon if you're Xtreme.
Come get here.
You might just retreat off that approach soon. Gobble up speed, the white out, lands the avalanche. They're going to come in with the rolling thunder. They'll look over Paparazzi. They have to pick some way that's going to lock him down, but he goes to the BKB. He'll ball ending away. The rolling thunder is right on top of JT. So he's the one who doesn't have buyback. And he's the one who's going to get hit. 2 minutes.
2 buybacks out of this one. Roche, 20 seconds. They do have trap inside it, so you should see something is up.
But still, with no Beastmaster, that is a hard fight to take.
2 minutes. Yeah, this Roche should belong to Aster Aries, but I also feel Xtreme Gaming will take a fight even without a Beastmaster. With Paparazzi, he jumps in, pulls them together. Temporal Assassin with the follow-up. Was this double smoke? They just wanted to prolong the smoke. And now they see them inside the Roche pit. This is a big one for presence.
Vortex on a 2, the damage from Ghost! Oh man! Blows up Red Panda now coming in on a white album. He doesn't have buyback. Who's next on the list?
Come on,
Uses that Abyssal to lock up Paparazzi, but that's not going to last for long. Ooh, trying to borrow some time, but nobody's got change. Look over and get run down. He's the only one to focus, the only one that matters. They'll take him out for 2 minutes and they'll call GG. Xtreme Gaming will take game number 1 over Aster Aries.
Man, this game was so close. Extreme. They
Xtreme
pull it back. They pull their stuff together and they managed to get the dub here. Paparazzi have been on point. So, like, he did struggle throughout the mid game. He goes in and dies most of the time, but this Aghanim Scepter on Abba did change things a lot.